What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be on why saving money right now feels pointless to some of you guys. I know the title, it sounds a little iffy, but just listen up. I know saving money right now feels a little pointless because prices are up, gas prices are up, rent prices are up. I don't know if you live by yourself. Thank God that I live with my peoples, but if you live by yourself, you know that everything is up. Like your rent price is through the roof, everything is up. Food is mad expensive. But I went to order some wings the other day, bro. 15, 16, $17. Bro, I said forget it. I just got me a Chipotle bowl. Like at this point, what you want me to do? You know? Everything's mad expensive. So you pretty much don't see a way to save like your money. And it feels like even if you're saving some money, what ends up happening is you're pretty much like you'll end up spending on something. Something in your life's gonna happen. What, your car's gonna break down. Next thing you know, you gotta pay $500 for new brakes on your car, right? So something wrong with your suspensions, your tires, or your engine. I know you're thinking, bro, what's the point of saving right now if everything just costs more? It's not a bad mindset to think about this, but the problem isn't saving itself. The problem is thinking saving is the end goal. Saving is just the beginning. It's just the first part. That's the first step you have to take, right? You have to look at it as the first step of the puzzle, the first step of the game that you're playing. In this video, I want to kind of explain why saving money feels a little bit useless to people right now, but what you can do and some of the options that are out there. One thing you have to understand about saving money is that it's important, but like I said earlier, it's the first step. It's not the only step. Saving money is very important. It's essential. You have to save money. But saving alone doesn't build your wealth. It doesn't help you build your wealth. Cash sitting in a basic savings account slowly loses value over time because of inflation. So even when your balance grows, your purchasing power doesn't. What inflation does is naturally there's inflation because things just get pricier. And if you're not getting a better job, if you're not going out there and having opportunities for you to grow in your field and getting a pay increase, then inflation is pretty much going to eat at your buying power. So that's one thing to think about. Inflation will eat at your buying power. That's why cash sitting in an account, not getting any interest, not growing or working for you, loses its value over time. That's why people get frustrated. They're doing what they were told to do, save, 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 but not seeing any progress. We were told to save, but we weren't told to what to do after we're done saving. Like, okay, we're being told to save. Let's save our money. Let's put it in this cash account. Let's put it in this savings account. But what else? What else is after? So one of the options that I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you towards the end of the video, what are your options with all this money that you have. There's a quote from Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki that explains that savers are losers. That doesn't mean that saving is bad. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean saving your money is bad. It just means saving without a plan is limiting. You're limiting yourself and you're not allowing yourself to think on a broader scale. Saving just keeps you safe, but it doesn't help you grow. It doesn't help you grow vertically. You have to understand what saving money is for. Saving money has a specific job. It's for job security. It's like an emergency fund, right? An emergency fund that keeps you at bay, it keeps you in that space of, okay, I have breathing room. I have like a egg nest where I could fall back onto. I have this emergency fund of $4,000 or $5,000 that I can fall back onto if I lose my job, or if for some reason you get pregnant or something happens, you have this money that you could fall back on. Usually it's 6 to 8 months of your living expenses, whatever that you can calculate, however you can calculate that. That's how much you should have in a savings account. So that's the advice I would give you. But that's what savings job is. It's a security for you. It's also the ability for you to say no to certain situations, right? A situation that isn't conducive to what you in or what you aspire to be in, you could say no to it. So having money saved up allows you to do certain things. When you have savings, You're not forced to make desperate financial decisions. That's the real power. There's a quote by Morgan Housel in The Psychology of Money where he says wealth is what you don't see. Your savings might not look exciting, but it's what's protecting you from your future self. Saving isn't about becoming rich or you're gonna save yourself to richness. That's not, it doesn't work like that. Someone can never save enough money to become a millionaire. It wouldn't even work, right? It would be possible, but it would probably take you 50, 60, 70 years, 80 years. So you have to understand that just simply saving your money doesn't equate to wealth. It doesn't equate to being rich or having money, which is the thing that everybody wants. Everybody wants to make a lot of money. Everybody wants to become a millionaire. Everybody wants to have a heavy amount of money. But saving won't do that for you. You have to understand that what you've built, the savings that you've built, that's a egg nest. That's something you can fall back on. Once you've built a solid savings base, that's when money starts working differently. And you can actually put your savings and put some of your money. And you can actually take some of your money now, past your savings money. Let's say you have 4 or 5 thousand in your emergency fund. Let's call it your emergency fund because that's what it is, for immediate emergencies. So you only go to this account when you need it, when it's needed. After creating your savings base, now the excess amount of money that you've made or you're going to be making, it can be delegated to other assets. It can be delegated into other long-term assets, such as stocks, such as ETFs. Now you can put majority of your money in your Roth IRA. I want to fixate a little bit on the Roth IRA and the 401k because this is money that you should be investing all the time, like weekly buys, monthly buys. This is something you have to, and I'm going to create more videos on this specific topic because I feel like a lot of us don't understand what a Roth IRA is. We don't understand what a 401k is or what to invest. These are all questions I had. I used to have too. But what I did was go out there and just learn. It's literally ChatGPT. You ask ChatGPT and it can help you. But you have to go out there and learn what these different types of accounts are and what to invest into, right? Investing not it's not like it's not a scam, which most people probably think it is, but you just don't understand the system and how it works, how the stock market works, how the market works as a whole. So when I say long-term investing, this is when you can now open your own personal brokerage account and start investing into long-term ETFs. That's the one I would advise you mainly to invest into because those are the ones that are less uh that have less risk because you don't have to take big risks when you're investing into ETF. It's a basket of stocks, and naturally these, I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed, but over the last 10 years, naturally it gives back a 10% return. So you should see your investments moving up consistently year after year, and let compound interest do its job. Saving gives you stability. Investing gives you growth. Investing is the growth part. Saving is the stability. It's like that nest, right? It's like that nest that keeps you safe. And then on top of that, you expand your portfolio. You expand the amount of money you're making through investing. This is how you build real wealth. In 2026, people who understand this system, they won't panic when they start investing and they see prices dump or uh, everything's going down, or the president might have said something, or the interest rates are being cut and then the price dipped and then they want to take their money out. They won't be affected by these things because they're positioned to grow with the economy. This is where patience beats hype, right? We're not chasing meme coins. We're not chasing the next penny stock. This is not what we're doing, but we're actually investing into companies that are doing well. We're investing into Mag 7 companies, your Teslas, your Nvidias, your Microsoft, your Googles, your uh, Apple, those type of companies. These are the companies you're investing into. As Warren Buffett always says, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. That's a good quote. From the impatient people who like quick money to the patient people who will let time do its thing, who will let time do its job. If you put time and compound interest together, it's the greatest. It equals the greatest thing. It equals wealth, bro. That's what it equals. It equals wealth because you're letting time and compound interest do their thing. They're basically siblings. So I feel like after watching this video, if saving money still feels pointless to you, don't let it feel pointless to you, bro. Just create your emergency fund, whatever that is in your head. Create that number that you want to attain, whether it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Have that savings net, but then expand a little. Expand, go into investing, and then learn how to build your wealth. Saving is just to protect yourself. That's the first part. It's just to protect yourself, but then you invest to build wealth, and then you grow your income to move a little bit faster and to speed up this whole process. That's the real formula. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what type of videos you want to see down below. Thank you.